What up, y'all? Welcome back to Ruckus TV. Back into F1 2019, and today's track we're going to be doing Russia. Enjoy. So I think I figured out why the audio sometimes doesn't work. And so it's when I open it up. Okay, so I'll change the settings in OBS, and then I'll open up F1 to do the test, like in a recording. And then once I close out of F1 2019, it, like, I don't know, it reverts back to not working or not linking. I don't know. It's a very weird situation. So anyway, I think I figured it out, and I finally know what I need to do each time that I log in. I just need to make sure that I change the setting in OBS, which is really annoying, by the way. And then after I do that, then I need to open up F1, push the stream button, and then start rocking and rolling. So anyway, we are on it. I did the test on Twitch. Seems that we are good to go. So we are going to get into this. Of course, Red Bull car, Max Verstappen, and Russia. We did Singapore last time. First place, baby. I think, what is it? For the last few races, I want to say like the last 5 races or 6 races, I've gotten first place. Except for one of the races, I got second place, which they then pushed me down to 4th because of a penalty, because I think I cut a corner or something like that. So I've been doing really well. But yeah, today's track, Russia. All right, so we got location is Sochi. Hey, isn't that where they had the Olympics or something like that? I think so. Let's see, turns. There are 18 turns. The circuit length is 3.633 miles. Track difficulty is easy. The lap record is 1:35.861, and that is set by Valtteri Bottas in 2018. So jump into here, and of course we're going to do the practice session, 30 minutes, full qualifying, which is 18, 15, and 12, and then 100% race, and then we've got hard for the AI level. So we're going to jump into here, get this party started. Today's drink of choice is going to be, just zoom in here, we got the Monster. And this is called Ultra Sunrise.
Welcome to a glorious day here by the Black Sea. We're at the Sochi Autodrome for what could be a really exciting Grand Prix weekend. The final alterations are being made in the garages as the teams prepare to send their cars out for the first time. Anthony Davidson, how much time will the teams be using to make changes to the car here?
Well, you have basic checks first of all. You know, is the car working correctly? What the track conditions like, and you'll be chasing that as the session goes on, things like that. Then you start getting into the nitty-gritty of it all, and they become more like test sessions where it's all about gathering new data, testing components, tweaking the setup, and so on. So there's only so much actual practice that these drivers need. Most of them will be plenty familiar enough with the track layout, either from previous experience or from the simulator.
That's really good. Kind of tastes like Fanta. It's got some energy in there, right? All right, so let's check this. Check the map. All right, so current track temp is 85 degrees. The air temp is 68 degrees. clear skies.
At the end of this session, we need to return 2 sets of tyres. We'll give back the 2 most worn sets, so we may as well get the most out of them while we can. They won't be available for the rest of the weekend, though, so don't run too hard on anything you might need later on.
Copy that, Johnny. Or whatever your name is. I don't know his name. Alright, so yeah, track temp 85, air temp 68, clear skies and dry conditions, which is good. We are currently on the hard compound. Alright. So jump out of here. 30-minute practice session. See Nico Hulkenberg on the
If you
track.
want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display. While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button.
Copy that. I don't know what the radio button is, though. Alright, first time on the track, so it will take me a little bit getting used to. Let's see, third. Oh.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
I like that corner. Nice sweeper. That could probably be a third. Ah, shit. See, the problem is I'm not looking at the map. Ah, fucker. Damn. I am trying to look at the map, though. I think that's part of my problem right now, is that I'm looking at the map and then I'm taking my eyes off the road, obviously.
That last lap moves you up to P2.
I don't know how. I went pretty slow. P2 though. Hey, don't forget to hit that follow button. Trying to hit 10 followers tonight. Obviously the ultimate goal is 50. But I know that takes time, so working my way one follower at a time. So a little hairy right there.
last lap gives you P3. We're in P3 now.
P3 now, not bad at all. First time on the track, so I only will get better. Yeah, that's a fun corner right there. Ooh. Until I do that. Only get better until I do that. P2, baby. Keep rocking it. Fuck. Gotta try and see where the limits are on these tires. A little off-roading. My tribute to BJ Baldwin's third place finish the other day, yesterday. Congratulations to you. As I emailed you or texted you. Yeah, buddy. Come on, Lance. I'm on you. And I'm past you. Yeah, I keep missing those apexes right there. But like I said, as I get more laps under the belt, I'll get faster. Yeah, that was all right. Hope everybody's having a good day. Just got back from the gym. Felt really good.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
P2, 1.79 behind Hamilton. Gotta work on that corner. I think once I run out of gas here. I meant to go down the third.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Also, those are all third gear corners. As is that one. So yeah, new news, I will be having a regular schedule. And it will be in the description below. The schedule will be Thursday, Saturday, and Monday nights, 11:30 p.m. to about 2:30 a.m., 3 o'clock a.m., something like that. So tune in, enjoy the show. So the finish line is literally right around that corner. So yeah, Thursday, Saturday, and Monday will be the schedule. 8:30 p.m. Fuck. I keep thinking, so yeah, Thursday, Saturday, and Mondays, 11:30 p.m. till 2:30. It'll probably go over 2:30, but the schedule will be 11:30 to 2:30. Sometimes I'll go till 3:30. Obviously, just depends on how long the race takes. Since I am doing a 100% race, it does take a little bit longer. 30-minute practice, and then you figure, 18, 15, and 12. That's about another, let's say, an hour. So let's say an hour and a half of practice, talking, chatting, and whatnot. And then the race itself, which is usually about an hour, hour and a half. So about an hour and a half of practice and an hour and a half of race. So Thursday, Saturday, Monday, 11:30 p.m. until 2:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, you know, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, here we go. But like I said, it'll be in the description below. That's the best I've taken that corner so far. I keep thinking I'm going down to third gear and I end up going to fourth. I think I'm missing a gear right there. I may run out of gas on this lap. Let's see. Almost missed it. It's not even about time right now. It's really just about cornering and braking, all that good stuff. Since we already are at P2, now it's just about getting better. That's not the way to do it. Save it. You know, I should probably go. Oh wait, where? Hold on, where's the pit? Is it right there on the right? I think it's right there on the right, so. Alright, so we're gonna pit this lap instead of running out of gas on track. We'll go in, see how everybody else is doing on their times, and change tires out. I want to get on some soft, sticky tires, and then we'll jump back out there. Come on, guys, put me in the garage. Let's see how much time we got left on this practice session. Wow, this is really good. If you've never tried this Monster Ultra Sunrise, yeah, it's really good. All right, so let's see what we got here. Track is super busy right now, as it says. I'm 11th out of 20.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 41.3.
1 minute 41.3. So we're second and, well, 1.279 behind Lewis Hamilton. And the question is, do I want to go... Nah, I don't need any more downforce. There's some nice long straights. Well, not really straights, but I guess you call them
The
straights.
car settings screen on your multifunction display will allow you to change various settings as you drive. Open the display with the MFD button. You can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Yeah, I still don't know how to use that stuff either. But we are second currently. All right. So let's jump into here and...
We're fourth in the speed trap, 190.2 miles per hour.
190.2. Oh, I see. So on my screen here, it says 13 out of 20. You can't see it because I'm in the way. Well, if I go like this. So you see 13 out of 20 in the bottom right corner. I believe that means how many people are on track. Ah, I'm getting it now. All right, so let's see. I want to change this to medium. Or should I go with the soft?
Okay, here's something to remember about this circuit. Ignore turn 1. It's flat out. As far as you're concerned, it doesn't really exist. You'll be traveling at high speed, maybe with DRS when you reach the braking zone for 2. Make sure you don't lock up and skip the chicane.
Copy that, sir. All right, back out there. Yeah, so he is going down to third right there. Oh, shit. That fucking got me again. They got me last time like that, too. I guess it won't let me start the, I just want to go back onto the restart session. Nah, that takes me back to the... So how do I start? I don't know why it won't allow me to... Come on, I'm just trying to go back to the track, man. Oh, there it is. See, I gotta cut those corners. Cut those corners better. So it'll be my last time, even though I was messing up at the end there. We're getting it. We're getting it. Like I said, it is an easy track. I just got to get that braking down. I come a little wider and then... That was pretty good. Cut that really a lot. Too much cut. Saving it. Really out of whack right there.
Giving you some trouble?
No, I'm giving myself trouble. Is the car giving you some trouble? Nah, it's just me, homie. Ah. Oh, fuck. Alright, I just gotta brake harder. Well, we're only about a second behind Hamilton at this point, so... Take out that cone. Sorry, cone. That corner was much better. Yeah, I gotta work on that downshift right there. Yeah, much better right there. Keep turning in a late on that one. I like that blind corner right there. It's a little scary, but oh, that one sucks. Still beating the time though. Oh, we're 0.1. What did it say? 0.127 behind Hamilton right now. Let's see if we can get that P1 right now. After this lap, we'll go in, put some soft tires on. Oh, shit. Start getting that understeer a little bit. Hopefully we'll have time on the softs, or to be able to get the softs on here. Damn, he increased his speed. You know what, let's jump back. And let's jump into the pits. Let's see if we can change the tires out right quick. Put some soft ones on, and because he's on soft, I'm on mediums right now. I was just trying to see how each set of tires works and feels, so that I know during race time the levels. And I'm going to try and do that for each race that we go from here on out. Because I notice that sometimes they'll put on hard, mediums, whatever. So, but either way, we'll end with the softs. Oh, we don't have enough time. But we'll throw some soft ones on, and we'll jump back out there. Oh, it's not going to let me. Okay. So that's fine.
To view information on your current levels of tyre wear and damage, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then again to cycle to the tyres and damage screen. All set. Everyone clear? Car to track.
We're going to drive out. Fuck it. At least I'll get a little practice on it. So we got 35. Yeah. So I can at least get a little practice, half a lap. Oh, don't want to let me do that? Really? Alright, so we ended up second, obviously, as you can see there. Or maybe you can't, but we ended up second.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Hamilton,
Oh, why'd it put me on the fucking
Verstappen, and
mediums?
Daniel Ricciardo. What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Rest of the weekend unfolds.
Welcome back to Sochi. We're about to be joining the action down in the pit lane as the cars get ready to embark on their qualifying runs. So then, Ant, it's another Grand Prix weekend, another exciting qualifying session ahead of us. What are you going to be looking out for over the next few minutes?
The first question is going to be who can avoid making mistakes. There isn't much margin for error in qualifying, and you have to bear in mind that the track conditions may have changed since practice, particularly as we've had a few support races in the meantime. If the brake bias settings, for example, don't take this into account, it's extremely easy to lock up a front wheel and cause a flat spot. Just like that, your lap's ruined, and you've wasted a set of tyres to boot.
It's funny because I recently just got into F1. Okay, so track temp right now, 81. Air temp, 65. A little chilly. Or a little more chilly than it was. What else we got here? We're starting off in the softs. And the car setup, we're just going to stick it with what we've got. Alright, let's get out there. Yeah, we're on the softs. Here we go. almost, god damn, that always gets me right there. It's funny, it almost looks like it's gonna rain. Shit. Fucking, I looked it away. Lance Stroll. Coming at you, brother. Yeah, baby. 139, 39, 2. Come on, Raikkonen. I hate when they do that. It's like they take the corner and then they slow down tremendously. I know it's to let me pass, but it's like, come on, bro.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, Hamilton got me? Damn motherfucker. Shifted a little too early. Granny shifted right there. Yeah, he got me by a little under a second, I think it was. Ran out of gas right there. So I'm gonna back it up. Ah, right here. And just go into the fucking pits. Ah, shit. Go into the pits, get some gas, get out there. We are P2 though, so I ain't stressing. I'm very comfortable with the track. It feels good. But we're gonna go out and going back in the garage, see what's happening with everybody else. Yeah, fuck P2. Alright, what do we got going on here? Let's see. I want to see if there's any rain coming, because it does look like it's going to rain out there.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:38.8.
1:38.8. Alright, so where are we at here? So yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to rain. The temperature's going to stay pretty much the same. Alright, so let's see what everybody else is running here. Yeah, everybody's on softs.
We're 10th in the speed trap, 193.2 miles per hour.
193.2 speed trap. Yeah, not bad at all. So 137.866 is the theoretical best. I'm guessing that's, oh, I see. So they'll take 2 of his and 1 of mine. Since he's got the 2 sections 1 and 2, he's got the best times. And then section 3, they take my time.
Okay, the circuit is clear at the moment. We're good to go.
Good to go. Good to go, baby. Alright, there's 2 people on track right now. 1 person on track. No people on track. Alright. That's the way I like it, baby. But nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Alright, I'll stick to driving. I'm a little bit better at that. I love cutting that blind corner. It's like you're about to hit the wall, but you don't. So we're going to try and beat that P1 time of Hamilton. Let loose a little bit here. I think we can do it. Yeah, baby.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
Yeah, I'm done now. That's good. P1, baby. Who's that in front of me? Lance? Or Nico? Nico. Grosjean. Come on, buddy. Pass him on the outside. Use those rumble strips. Hit those apexes. Feather that gas. And then mash the throttle. I cut that a lot, I know. Don't be mad.
Just 1 minute.
Yeah, I could probably even hit that corner in fourth. Not that corner, though. Probably hit that corner in fourth as well. Saved it. That's what we're talking about. And I just ran out of gas too. That's fucking hilarious. I love when that happens right before the line or right at the line. Bonus. All right, what do we got here? P1, baby. Let's keep strolling. Keep Lance strolling. So qualifying to Q2. Here we go. All right, so let's see what we at. On the softs again. We're just gonna jump out there, lay down a lap, and go from there. Gotta kind of dive down into those. Ah, fuck. Sorry, bro. Little inside line there. Upshift right as we're coming around. Now we don't lose grip, we just get up into those higher gears. Obviously, we're just trying to get top 10.
You've just put in the fastest
fuck
lap.
yeah.
Good job.
I'm just like, all we need is top 10. We got P1. That's nice. First lap out, and I ran into the back of the Albon. So not bad, not bad.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, feeling good, feeling good. Just
That's
bettered
the
it.
fastest lap so far. Well done.
Arigato. I know this is going to be a run out of gas lap. We ain't stressing about it. Just concentrating on cornering and braking, as I say. Once I get that top up in the top 10, then it's just about figuring out the track. Let me try that corner again. That's a tough corner for me right there. Ooh, 360. These tires are obviously, let's go out here. Yeah, these tires are pretty worn right now. So I'm slipping and a sliding, shucking and a jiving. What do we got here? Put me in, coach. Yeah, P1 on that first lap. And then I bettered it on the second lap. And then it was all downhill from there. Okay, what do we got? What do we got?
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 37.3.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize I did that good. I didn't even look at the time. So we're, holy fuck, we're a second off of, ahead of Valtteri. Wow. And Hamilton. Oh damn, they're like right on point. Look at that. 1/1000th difference between Bottas
We're
and
8th
Hamilton.
in the speed trap, 193.2 miles per hour.
That's cool. Let's watch Valtteri. So damn, he's in third gear around there, huh? But he does go down into second. Yeah, it sounds so good. Fuck. Yeah, that sounds so good. Oh, did we get down to oh, that's the speed trap. We're in second in the speed trap? Really? Ah, okay. First still. 5 minutes left. 2 laps. It's funny, everybody else running 1 lap. Is that it? That all they do? 1 lap out? All right, we're gonna run 1 more lap. It's all about the practice at this point. Practice. Ah, fuck. It gets me every time. That's like the weirdest place for them to let me take over. Obviously, we're still going to try and get better our score. Of course, Raikkonen comes in to try and block. A little cock blocking. Is that Daniel Kvyat? Sorry, bro. You're too fucking slow in those corners, though. I had to downshift a little further. Ah, shit. You know about that, son? Saved it. So I'm going to try and not use the rewind this race. I say that, but I know I will. I'll probably end up making some stupid mistakes. But it really doesn't matter, because for these Grand Prix, I should say, it really doesn't matter for these Grand Prix because I'm waiting for the actual career mode, which will be next once I'm done. Try to salvage that right there. But yeah, once I'm done with all the Grand Prix, testing the tracks out, familiarizing myself with them, then I'm going to run into the career mode. That was good. Yeah, I still can't believe I over a second better. Nice. All right, let's get into Q3. Hope everybody's enjoying the show, the stream. Say hello. Don't be shy, y'all. Throw a comment. Say what's up. What do we got here? So, everything's staying pretty much the same. New set of tires. Who's ninth? Hamilton? Oh, he's going out right now? You know what? Oh, it's too late. Okay. But we are on some soft tires, so we're going to get out there again. See if we can't hit that 137. I'm not going to let this fool me this time.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
Oh shit, I even beat my last score. I got 136. Kimi Räikkönen up there?
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Come on, baby. Fuck yeah.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
I'm very happy with that. Okay, we're done. Done practicing or qualifying. Yeah, I'm good on that. Bam! Take that out for you guys. I'm heading to the pits. Be right, run run softs the whole time, whole race. Oh yeah, we can hit that in 4th right there. Shit, I thought that was the, I thought that was the pits. I guess that's the next corner. Yeah, this is good. I like this track. I've said that on a few tracks. There's certain tracks that I really don't like. Singapore was a really tough fucking track, but I still came in first, and it was a nail biter at the end. I tell you, if you haven't seen the video, yeah, go check it out. It's on Twitch, it's on YouTube. But right at the end, man, I was running out of tire. I was slipping in a sliding, and Hamilton was catching up fast, but I ended up taking it, winning it on the very last lap. But yeah, he was, what was it? He was like 6 seconds behind me. Something like that, so. But yeah, a lot of fun. All right, we are Q3.
Our best lap so far is a 1:36.4.
136. Oh, yeah. I was impressed by that. 136.4. That's amazing for me. Like I said, first time on the track. Laying down some good numbers. What's the theoretical? That's what I want to find out. Here we go. 136.177 theoretical.
We're 10th in the speed trap, 190.4 miles per hour.
10th in the speed trap. Okay. So yeah, looks like Valtteri got... Oh, it's Sergio Perez. I was trying to remember what his name was. So anyway, we're going to speed this up. Finish out. Boom.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the
Damn,
grid.
almost 2
Bottas
seconds
and
above.
Sebastian Vettel. With
Nice.
qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Sweet. I can't believe that. 136.497 and Valtteri 1.743 off my pace. Almost 2 seconds of gappage. Gotta love it. And then Hamilton, he fell down to 4th place, so he'll be on the 2nd row. All right, let's get into this race. I'm going to take a break real quick. Since these races do get kind of long, I'm going to go to the bathroom and enjoy. Well, I'm not going to try. Just hang tight. I'll be right back.
Well, hello and welcome to a very special race here today. We have some marvellous machines down on the grid that in just a few moments will be accelerating up to some really high speeds indeed to compete for a prestigious Grand Prix victory. Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport. It's just about time to go to the track for the beginning of the race, but before we do, Anthony Davidson, what types of strategy do you think we can expect for today's event?
Well, there's a lot that both the driver and the team have to keep in mind when going into a race. The tyres, fuel, energy recovery systems, the list goes on and on. But I think the key to today's victory will come down to the pit stop strategy. Come in too soon and you might find yourself needing more than one stop. Too late and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by spending longer on worn tyres.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Hamilton, Alexander Albon and Leclerc, Norris, Ricciardo, Perez and Daniel Kvyat, Grosjean, Sainz, Kimi Raikkonen and Magnussen, Stroll, Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg and George Russell. Kubica and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start.
All right, we are back. Get situated here. All right, so I'm gonna check out this race strategy right quick. 1 pit stop. Really? How many fucking laps we doing? 53 laps? There's gotta be more than 1 pit stop. That's, I guess, whatever works. Could do 2 pit stops, but we'll stick with the 1. Car setup, preset 3. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, fix that microphone a little bit. All right, so let's see. Let's jump into this and take a little sip. Check the audio right quick. All right, it is race time, folks. Y'all enjoying? Here we go. Hit that follow button, folks. Don't be shy. Bro, what the fuck was that about? I have no clue what that was about. That was weird. I'll just take him on the inside. Fuck it. Y'all want to try and push me out the box? I don't know why. I'm feeling really tight right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Off the line, we're in a good position.
"53 laps, folks." Try and save these tires. I know I'm scrubbing them a little bit on that corner, last corner. Gotta gap these motherfuckers right now. Establish the gap and keep it. Oh yeah, I forget I can do that in fourth right there. Because it does boil down to saving tires and saving tires and fuel. If you're burning tires, man, you're gonna have to jump in to the pits, make some extra pit stops. You don't want to have to do that. Fuck yeah.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Gapping them. 3.272 gap to Bottas. Had to hit second on that corner because I was flying a little too fast.
Okay, boots aren't looking too warm at this point. We should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly.
Yes, sir. That was the most smooth I've taken that corner so far. Not bad. On pace with the last lap.
We're leading our teammate by 8.6 seconds.
Yeah, buddy. We're taking this fucker home. That is always the plan. Sucker. Oh shit. No rewinds. Although I can use them. I'm not saying I can't right now. During career mode, I will not be using rewinds during the race. Oh shit. A little wide on that corner. I just gotta, I keep missing those apexes. Again. It's alright. Still got a nice established gap. 6.268 ahead of Bottas and Vettel. I don't know how he gets, oh, it's behind him. So I'm about 10 seconds ahead of Vettel. I don't know why I went down to second right there. That was an accident.
The gap behind us is 6.3 seconds.
6.3 seconds. That was good. That was bad. Still keeping pace though. I think the last one I was like 2 seconds off the pace. And by pace I mean my best lap pace. Could have taken that a little wider. And then cut in a little better. Kind of like that right there. And I know I can take that in fourth. I just keep dropping down to third.
gap to the car behind is 8.5 seconds.
Ah, shit. See, that's how I get those penalties that push me back. Go off the track a little bit. Then they hit me with a penalty. And then they throw me, back a few places, or at least time. And I think the last penalty I had, where I went from second to fourth place, it was like a 3-second penalty. But these races, sometimes they get pretty close. Like the last one, Singapore. Like I said, he was right on my ass. I think it was like 6-second gap, which to me, that's right on my ass, because one fuck up and I'm donezo. Again, I meant to go down to third. There. Break it. See, stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably the best I've taken that corner.
Teammate behind is 22.1 seconds.
22.1 second gap. I'm looking forward to doing the career mode because it will be expert level. Got about 5 more races, Grand Prix races to practice and get familiarized with all these tracks and car setups. And we'll jump back in for a career mode. Everything will be 100%, obviously. Practice sessions will stick to 30 minutes, but as far as qualifying, we'll do the full qualifying 18, 15, and 12, and then of course the full race. Oh shit. Gotta hit those apexes. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'm really excited to get there. It's my first time playing this game. I shouldn't say first time, but since I started streaming, this is my first time playing F1. So I think it's like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, something like that. So yeah, about a month. I didn't want to go off track there, so I shifted down into second gear to increase my braking as well. Or so I don't have to use the brakes, I should say. Save me some tires.
where we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Yes, sir. I'm also going to be doing away with the corner marker that you see on the ground there once I go to the expert level and career mode. It is a bit distracting. So I'm trying to get away from that because obviously on a real track they do not have that. But for now, it works. I definitely feel the grip leaving us, especially around those last two corners. A little bit of understeer there.
We're leading our teammate by 31.7 seconds.
What did it say? 31.7 seconds? Trying to glide around that last corner there in third gear. Thought I was in fourth.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Yes, sir. Just let me know. I'll be posting my new schedule in the description after this race, by the way. As I said at the beginning of the video, it'll be Thursdays, Saturdays, and Mondays, 11:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will be F1 for now. And I may squeeze in a little bit of a Assetto Corsa at some point. Practice on my drifting. We'll also be doing some, we'll probably end up doing some streaming of me working on the car, the drift car at some point. It'll be an exciting year, though. I want to do some live streaming while I'm while I'm in the drift car. So anyway, I've got some things planned for this year. So I'm pretty excited about it. But as far as the gaming is concerned, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Mondays. And then, like I said, so Fridays and Sundays, I may throw in a different game and jump on, but it won't be in the schedule. It'll just be like a random event, a random stream. So if you do or follow me, make sure you get the notifications so you know when I do go live. Trying to take down the fourth. That was good. So I think the next lap, we'll do one more lap and then we'll do a little pit. Damn, I got a almost 17-second gap on Valtteri.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
Yes, sir. Pushing hard. Ah, fuck. I looked away for a second. I wanted to see what lap we were on. And of course the fucking corner was like, oh shit.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
Switch the gas up to the lean, since we do have a gap.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
Yes, sir. My brain told me to put a blinker on. That's funny. I didn't, but, well, obviously. Okay, so if we go here, we don't want mediums. I want softs still.
Complete, go now.
Oh, they put me on mediums anyway? Oh, no. Wait, did we do that right? You know, hang on. I'm gonna stick with the mediums, I think. Should I fucking stick with the mediums? Nah. I want to stick with the softs. Oh, I fucked that up. I don't know where I went with there.
Release, release.
I guess that's their strategy, but I would have preferred to stay on the soft compound.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
See, I don't worry about them passing me because they need to pit stop at some point. So I'm just going to keep running my race. And that's not my race right there. Boom. Man, how far is Valtteri up there? Oh, shit. Gotta get used to these mediums again. Yeah, I don't know why they put me on mediums. The reason I went...
Gap behind is 10.1 seconds.
The reason I went back or did the rewind in the pits is because I thought they were, I don't know. I looked at the tire on the right there, and I almost felt like they were putting on some used tires, like an old set. Like I hit the button the wrong way or something. I don't know, and then they threw me on the medium, so that is what it is.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Thank you, thank you. I do what I can. Although he's gonna come past me right here. See, the medium tires, obviously, they don't give me enough, as much traction as the softs. So in the straightaways, people can overtake me pretty easily.
Mercedes cars is next.
So maybe those were used set. I gotta figure out what those mean. Try and catch up to Valtteri. Oh yeah, he went in for pit. Fuck yeah. Now, this is where we take him. Boom. He won, baby. That's what I was saying. They gotta go in for pit. I don't know how I get out of that.
Copy.
Well, I didn't fucking say anything. I didn't say anything. I was literally trying to change that to the gas level. Forget how we do that though. Oh, here we go. We're gonna go down to standard. Damn, almost a 19-second gap on Valtteri.
Alexander is coming in for his stop.
Copy that. I don't know why I went down the second there. I gotta tell you, this racing is really good on my lats. Fucking lats get really sore doing this. What kind of gap we got so far. Sticking with it, 18.8. So it's right around what it was before. See if we can increase it to 20.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Very nice. I just want to know the gap. Hard brake. Damn, 19.8, almost 20. Well, that won't be your fastest lap. I know, right? How you doing, Jello771? Sorry, it's hard to look over here and read while I'm driving. It's like worse than texting and driving, right? Yeah, my fastest lap so far on this track is 136.36 or something like that. I don't expect a fast lap with these tires either, since they are used and they are the mediums. If they were the soft compound, it might be a different story, but Jello is fine. I'm good, mate. All right. Good stuff. Are you an Aussie? Yeah, very nice. Hope those wildfires aren't catching you, man. Hope everything's working out for y'all down there. I know it's fucking crazy, man. I saw the news and I was like, holy smokes. No pun intended. I know, right? I know you guys got some rain, but still wildfires are still going on, huh? That's crazy, man. It's been a while that they've been running. Did they catch any of the arsonists? I've been trying to keep up, but I haven't watched the news in a little while. So, and of course, everything up in the U.S. here is all about the impeachment and the fucking coronavirus now. Which, that shit's crazy too, man. Been horrible, yeah. Well, I hope y'all make it through, man, and everything works out, brother. No, I know not all of them are arson. I know that they were talking about how some of them are arson. It's like, it's sad. Like, who the fuck would go out and create a fire on purpose? It's so stupid. It's like very inconsiderate assholes. Sad, man. But either way, man, it's a fucked up situation. It just adds to the problem, you know? Oh, absolutely, attempted murder. Arson, attempted murder. Throw away the key, man, on people like that. No consideration for human life. We don't need people like that in the world. Like, why can't everybody just, like, enjoy life? Go play some video games. No, I started on the soft tires and went 14 laps with those, and then switched out to these. I tried to put on the soft tires, but I think this is my only... I only had one set of softs, and I have one set of mediums, and then one set of hard. So I think they're trying to get me to finish with these tires. I don't know. We'll see how they go, though. They're not that bad. I do feel a little bit of slippage, but I'm managing. It's nice when you establish a gap, because then you can take it a little bit slower and not have to stress about somebody passing your ass. I just started following F1, man, and this is when I got into this. Now, originally I built this sim rig to do drifting, since I have a drift car as well, and that's my main love. But I've always loved go-karting, and this is like just a big fucking go-kart, man. So yeah, last year I started following more closely. I don't watch the full races, I just watch the highlight reels. I just don't have time to watch a full race, man. I got too much shit going on in my life with my business and whatnot, so I do what I can. But yeah, it's amazing racing, bro. Who's your favorite driver? I know, right? Well, 14 laps so far. I don't make the rules, man. They threw them on. Like I said, I tried to put the soft ones on again, but I think they were the old soft tires. So it's all right, man. I'll make it work, and I'll still come in first place, hopefully, by the end of this. The key to it is don't lock up your tires on the when you're coming into the corner. That way you can save them a little bit, use them a little bit longer. But yeah, they're telling me to stick to these tires until the end of the race. So we'll see. I do have another hard set if need be. Hey, what time is it down there? It's gotta be, what, morning, nighttime? Well, maybe it's nighttime? Fuck, I don't even know. I'm trying to get my time zones. Is it yesterday or tomorrow? I know you guys are like quite a few hours ahead or behind. Yeah, Danny Ricciardo. I was racing with him, but then he switched teams, so now I'm running with Max Verstappen, since I like the Red Bull cars. Oh, Lando Norris, yeah. I saw him on a YouTube video. He's got a pretty fucking sick sim rig at his house. He's got the F1 chair though. I wish I had that, man. That's fucking dope. I rigged mine, so I actually have 2 chairs on this right now. I have my actual racing seat from my race car. And then I have the one that comes with it underneath that. Trying to make it feel more like I'm in my actual race car. So the whole sim rig is actually set up to feel like my actual drift car. E-brake right here, just like in my regular car. Oh, shit. And then I got the gear shifter right here as well. But yeah, everything's pretty much aesthetically like my drift car. Charles Leclerc. I don't really know much about him. .45? Okay, no, that's not bad. But I think, are you on a different day than us? I forget. So I'm in Las Vegas right now, Nevada. Sin City, baby. Oh, it is tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured you guys were quite a few hours ahead of us, or behind us, one of the two, but so you're ahead of us. Oh yeah, because the international date line goes down the Pacific Ocean. So I'm talking to you in the future. 2045. I'm hip to that. All about that military time. Hey, thanks for the follow, Jello. Oh, shit. Yeah, thanks for the follow, brother. Much appreciated. You are my 10th follower. Which is a milestone. And as a token of my appreciation, if you send me, I don't know how we do this, but I'll send you a hat if you'd like. And I don't know, I just don't know how to get your address or how that works. But yeah, I could send you a hat or something. Sorry, I'm trying to read while I'm driving, but let's do this. I'll take a quick break. Okay, let's see. What kind of monitor are you running the game on? Actually, it's a TV. It's a LG 50-inch monitor or 50-inch TV. Charles is the. So who's driving for Saber? Oh, right. No, I know who he is. I just don't know much about his background or anything. Nice. Haven't been there in years. Oh, yeah. Vegas, it's always changing and never changing. So new casinos, but it's the same. You know, it's like still gambling, still fun, a lot of nightlife, a great city. I fucking love this city. Sin City, absolutely. Judged by your magazine, you've made a living out of sin. Absolutely. But I am changing it. I actually stopped taking model submissions. I'm now trying to switch gears and make it into a more of an auto magazine. So it'll be like focusing on drifting and stuff like that. So my love is drifting. I'm trying to go pro with that. So hence the drift car. If you've seen it, if you've not seen it, check it out. But yeah, trying to go pro this year. Hopefully I'll be pro by next year. That is the plan and the goal. Streaming games is a tough gig. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. I'm doing it for fun. I would love to have this as a regular gig and a full-time gig. So that would be the plan, the goal as well. So I'll be driving professionally as a drifter and then doing this in the off season and in between as practice as well. We'll work it out. Drive. I didn't gamble when I don't gamble either, man. If you live here, especially, you can't gamble. It's like you got to just stick to the grind, make your dollars, stack your chips, and live your life. Now, if you have some extra dollars you want to spend, you can by all means go in there. I have friends that do that. I myself don't do it. If I do, though, it will be the craps table. I love rolling dice. Magazine, I started back in 2008, 2008 is when I had the concept for it. And then 2009, January 1st is when I actually launched it. So we've been around now just over 10 years. Set up a camera while you're drifting. Absolutely, man. That's the plan. So I wanna have the camera inside the car while I'm doing my thing and live streaming it. So I think that'll be a fucking blast. The only problem is that I've tried, like I had an iPad dash and that motherfucker would overheat every single time within about an hour of drifting. So, and then when you're out there for, 8 to 10 hours of drifting, it doesn't really work well. So I got to figure out how I can work it. If I can get maybe a GoPro, they do work pretty well. And I think I can link that to my personal hotspot on my phone. That way I can live stream it. I'm new to this whole thing, so I'm still trying to figure out whether my stream is lagging or if it's good. Actually, is the stream looking good for you? I'm hoping it is. I did switch a few settings and made it 30 FPS instead of 60. So, oh, not at all. There's no AC in there, man. The car itself is running at like around 200 degrees for the engine, and the inside the car, obviously it's hot. And if you have to put up the windows, it gets even hotter. So you're probably looking at about 150 degrees inside the car. Stream looks great. Okay, cool. Yeah, I switched it to, I was running 60 FPS, and then I switched it before this race just because I felt like it was lagging on the last races. And I want it to be as good as possibly can. It's a brand new computer, and it says on here, on my OBS, it says that I'm only using 1.1% of the CPU. So I'm wondering, my settings are obviously off because I should be able to exactly bitrate. I did the variable bitrate, so it's 4,000 to 12,000. Obviously, I'm not a partner, so I can't go anything over, I think it's 6,000. But I did do the variable 4,000 to 12,000 to see if I could kind of fix it and at least make it good until I figure out what the hell's going on. And I think I might actually need to run into my GPU, change the settings on that or something. So, but like I said, I'm new to this whole thing. I built my own PC. I built the gaming rig, and it's kind of like trial and error at this point. So I don't really have anybody telling me what to do. I go on YouTube and try and figure out what other people are running, but I also don't know what their computers are. So I've been testing for the last month, I would say. So, all right, I'm going to get back on this. Keep talking, man. Keep enjoying. Here we go. If you want, you can send me an email and with your address, and I'll send you that hat. Like that way. That way you're not doxing yourself online. My info or my email, I don't know if it's on the in my description, but it's info. Well, you can go to the Ruckus website. If you go to ruckusmag.com, rukusmag.com, and just go to just send me an email that way. Go to contact info, and then I'll get that, and I'll send you it. I'll send it out to you. Running smooth for you. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I don't know too much about it, man. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. I know more about working on cars than anything. Sounds good.
Target -1. Let's turn the engine down, please.
I got you. Engine down. Getting a little slippery. Right on. Welcome back. I'm still winning. I was gonna say, I don't know if you were still here when I said, but if you want to shoot me your address, shoot it to my email. It's info at rukusmag.com, and I'll ship you something out. Damn, I got an almost 30-second gap on Leclerc. Oh, shit. Almost missed that corner. I'm trying to not use that rewind button. I noticed my last stream. I was using the rewind button a lot, and I don't like that. It's like, I feel like it's cheating, so. Oh, by lots, I know, right? Well, like I said, it is hard level. The level is 60, or the number. So if you know what that means at all, but so it is hard for AI. But yeah, I'm smoking these fools. See, my one love too is I love cars. I love racing. I love driving fast. I love anything to do with cars, basically. So it's like, it's like second nature, man. And I always say, I gotta thank my mom. She taught me how to drive. So 14 years old, 13 or 14, something like that. I was stealing her car by the time I was 14. 15, something like that. Or borrowing it. I shouldn't say stealing it. Because I was bringing it back. No, rewind is where you make a mistake and then you hit this button, right? And then you rewind it. You know, you go forward, rewind it. So you can take away your mistake. So I believe that that's kind of cheating. I don't have the game. Email sent. All right, cool. I'll check it out after this, and I'll try to get it out. It'll probably be, well, tomorrow's Sunday, so I'll try to get it out by Tuesday, and you should have it probably the week after that. F1 is my favorite motorsport. Yeah, no, I absolutely love it. Like I said, last year I started getting into it, and I fucking loved it. And I wanted to do the sim rig racing. Originally, like I said, I built this to do the drifting, but I've gotten into the F1, and it's a good streaming video, or a good streaming game as well, because it's like very intense, or it can be. So, saying 15, I was borrowing the car, right? Yeah, it is a cheater, man. Yeah, that rewind button, man. I see people using it too. Like I said, last game, Singapore, I used it a lot. And after watching the replay, because I like to watch my stream once I put it up on YouTube, I just saw that I was using it a lot more than I had in the past, and it's because I had just figured out that I could do it, and it's a crutch. I don't want to use it anymore, so I won't. Especially, I mean, I should clarify this. This is the Grand Prix racing, where it's individual racing. So I'm not too concerned about it. It's more about this is my practice for the actual career mode, which I'll be doing after I finish all the tracks. So I've been running through each track one at a time, doing, you know, each day that I stream, I do a different track. And but once I get finished with all those and I get into the career mode, there will be no rewinding on the race day. I can rewind during, I'm trying to set standards. There can be rewinding on practice, but that's it. Not even during qualifying. No rewinding during qualifying, no rewinding during the race. So unless it's in the pits, because I do have problems with trying to figure out which tire to select. But while the actual racing, no rewinds. Here we go. I cannot believe these tires have been lasting this long. It does feel a little bit slick out there, but I'm managing.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Yes, sir. Got that fuel mix. Not the career mode yet, brother. Like I said, this is, I don't know if you know, but this is my first time doing, well, not my first time, but since I started streaming, this is my first time playing this game and whatnot. So I wanted to get some practice before I get into the career mode, get familiar with the tracks themselves. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, I'm sure, and the career mode, I want to do expert. So I wanted to practice the hard level with the Grand Prix racing, the Grand Prix races, and then jump into the career mode. Full on, like 100% everything. No fucking around then. I see people doing that iRacing, man, and I'm like, holy shit. That looks like fun too, although I don't know if I want to spend the $10 a month. Although I may have to. I know that they got some leagues going on where you can race against other people. And that would be fun as well. Yeah, I don't think I have any other tires, but I'm not stressing about it. I got 13 laps to go. I'm cool with it. They're just a little slick. And I don't see anybody catching up to me. Valtteri's so far behind right now. Because the next set of tires I think is that I have left is the hard compound. And that's going to be even slower than... actually, it might be about the same right now, since these are slick. Everybody's on the mediums now. No, that's the other thing. Like I said, when I do the career mode, it's going to be expert level, and I'm going to take off the driving line. So that's, like I said, that's another reason I wanted to get this practice in, using the driving line, and then go to career mode, expert, with no driving line.
At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
1 second per lap. That's fine. If I keep this up, he won't catch me. Oh, no you didn't. Oh, I almost hit the wall there. Would not have been a good day. Maybe I will pit. I'll pit on the next lap. Put on those hard compound, I think. I think that's all I have left. I just gotta figure out how to change my... I forget, is it this button? Yeah. See, I don't know if that means... Oh, we're gonna go with another medium set. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Fuck it. Yeah.
Exit now.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to do that. I know it'd be nice to have a fucking overlay right here on the right, instead of having to look over here all the time, because it really... It's hard to do that. I make do, but... You know what? I'll work on that tonight. Because there's something else I want to put on here where I can have new last follow and add some of that stuff. I think it's new follow, last follow, or something like that. Second gap, absolutely. Yeah. Plenty of time, brother. Speaking of Lando Norris, I'm about to pass his ass. Coming up right there. Still a 17-second gap. See if we can stretch out to 20.
Our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Fuck yeah, brother.
That's a new fastest lap for the race.
1:47.96. I just want to see where I increased. Fuck yeah.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
I think it's usually at the beginning of the race where you get the faster laps, but hey, I'll take them. 20, almost a 22-second gap. Oh shit. Scrubbed it a little bit there. All right, let's see. Figure I'll read the chat for a moment. Take a little break. Whoa, no gap. Whoa. Yeah, the chat overlay. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that overlay tonight and see if I can't get that figured out. 41-second gap. You get at least 15 seconds. Yeah, got that. No gap will be good enough if you park it in the wall. I know, right? That's what happened to me. A couple races ago, I fucking twisted it up, hit the wall, but I wasn't using rewind at the time, so it completely screwed me up. Yeah, it's easy. RE overlay. Okay, yeah, I'll look it up. I'll check that out. Yeah, these fresh hards will be, well, I got the softs, so we're good to go there. Sent you another email about overlays. Oh, cool. Thank you, much appreciated. Lapping 10th and 9th, nice. Oh yeah. Dude, all day long, but I cannot wait to go to the expert level. That's like, this is just the run up for getting to the expert level and the career mode. So I'm really looking forward to that. Fast lap according to Hamilton wiki is 135.761 by Hamilton. Okay, cool. My fastest lap on the qualifying was 136.36. So I'm doing pretty well. Beginning of the race, light fuel loads at the end of the race. That's true. Yeah, as the fuel decreases. F1 cars stay with 100 kilos. What's 100 kilos in pounds? Start with 100 kilos. Oh, of fuel? Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously, the less gas you have, the less weight you're carrying, so makes sense. I wasn't thinking about that. I was actually just thinking about the tire compound and how it starts to disintegrate at the end of the race. So, but yeah, the fuel makes sense. Speaking of fuel, I gotta figure out how to change. That's not what I wanted to do.
The time last lap was a 1:40.6.
This button. Try and do two things at once. Switch that to a lean.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
5 laps of fuel. And 5 laps of racing. And I'm dominating these fools. They don't even know what hit them. They're like, who the fuck is this guy?
That's where I break out my Al Pacino Scarface. You think you could take me? I'll take you to fucking war, man. Yeah, that overlay will help a lot, man. It'll also be nice to have it on the videos for the after when I upload it to YouTube.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
£220, yeah. Hey, you got to be excited about the new 2021 car design, right? Those things look so fucking sick. This fucker. What the fuck are you doing, bro? I hate when he does it. And, yeah, warning to me, but that asshole's, like, brake checked me. It's always Raikkonen, too. Every fucking time. He drives dirty, man. Or that AI drives dirty, anyway. I think it was Singapore, he did some shit like that too. Hey, thanks for the subscribe, brother. I'm in this for the long haul, man. Do you have a sim rig, or what are you running on?
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
0.5 a lap, so we'll switch the fuel out. Although he won't catch me. Unless I bugger it up. cut that corner a little much.
Of fuel remaining.
Oh shit.
This is your final lap of the race.
Final lap. Let's turn that rich. I don't know why I went down to first there. Oh shit. And the fastest lap of the race.
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
Red Bull pulling out all the stops today. What a great win.
That was fun.
Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
I'll talk to you in a minute. Once this is all finished.
Some amazing talents
see the
out on
time
the track
frames
today.
here.
But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
For me, it's Kimi Räikkönen, someone who definitely doesn't get enough attention for how well he performs out on the track.
You got some attention from me.
Another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Boom, 140, 169 for that final lap. That's that's fucking amazing. What do we got here? Let's go up in here. All right, so what do we got? I'm finally getting rid of the 14-inch rims. What's the 14-inch rims? Racing should be closer to... Oh, absolutely. Yeah, once I go to the expert level, is that what you're saying? Yeah, it'll definitely be... I know, dude. every race, it seems like Kimi Räikkönen's always messing me up. He'll be like, he'll bang into me and just do some crazy shit. And I know it's AI drivers, obviously. It's not really him, but every time it's him, though, or that AI driver. I just follow you, YouTube. Oh, thanks, brother. Much appreciated as well. No sim rig. I've been playing mostly shooters. Oh, okay. What's your favorite shooter game right now? Though I'd like to start playing racing games. I should be playing racing games. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks, brother. Appreciate the driving, the love on the driving. Like I said, I love driving. I kind of drive like this on my regular car on the streets. So not to this extent, obviously, and the speeds, but I do like driving fast. So referring to the 22. Oh shit, are they running to 17s, huh? I was talking about the design for 2021. I think it's 2021. They're doing the whole new redesign and trying to capture the airflow and just make them better so that there's not as much turbulence behind for the cars behind. So it's supposed to be more streamlined. So anyway, the design of the car looks amazing. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you've seen it. You are a fan. So what's your shooter game that you're PUBG? Okay. Haven't played for a few months. Yeah. I downloaded it, and since this is a sim rig, it doesn't really, I mean, I could have a controller, I suppose, and try and do it that way, but, or my keyboard over here, I could try and work that, but yeah, driving. I do have another computer. I was thinking about maybe doing it there, but that's running Wi-Fi, so it doesn't really, it's got a lot of lag, and it just fucks me up. So I tried to play what's that game, Fortnite, and yeah, so I'm more into the driving games. So this is my shtick. This is what I'm sticking with. And if you've not seen the race car, here's the engine for the race car. Boom. So you see that. It's a Nissan 240 S13 or a 13.4, and it's got a LS1 in it from a 02 Chevy Camaro. Now, is the car this year, it's the same design as last year, right? Or are they doing, they're not doing the redesign for this year. The redesign is for next year, correct? If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what I saw in the news. But I could be mistaken. I know, right? Yeah, I rebuilt the motor. I'm actually getting ready to pull it out, so I will be doing some streaming at some point where I'll be working on the car. So I'll throw up a camera and try to do some live streaming while I'm working on the car, pulling the motor and all that stuff. So same cars this year, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Next year is the new livery each year. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, last year was my first time actually running through the whole season and watching them, and I don't know why it took me so long to get on board with it, but I did. And Lewis Hamilton, man, he's fucking killing it, bro. It's like almost unbeatable. I mean, I don't know his stats, but his driving, his abilities are amazing, as well as Bottas. Bottas has been killing it too, man. It's like they're neck and neck right there. All right, brother. I think I'm going to get out of here. And I will be back on Monday, 11:30 to about 2:30. I don't even know what time it is right now. So I'm going to be putting up my new schedule, which will be Thursday, Saturdays, and Sundays, 11:30 to 2:30 a.m. my time, of course. Hamilton is a great driver. I'd like to see someone dislodge him from this mantle. Yeah, but I mean, fuck, bro. It's like, if you've got it, you've got it. And right now he's like, as they say, the Michael Jordan of F1. So he's doing his thing. Preferably Ricardo, of course. That's your driver, right? Well, Lando Norris, man, I'd love to see him come up too. You know, I don't know too much about each driver. I'm trying to get more familiarized, but you know, the more I watch and the more I just pay attention to the F1 news, obviously the more I learn. So absolutely, brother. I appreciate talking with you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the subscribe. And I will see you hopefully in the next one. So like I said, I'll be back Monday night, 11:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So appreciate it. And let me know when you receive your stuff too. Like I said, I'll try and get that out on Monday or Tuesday. So you should have it. I don't know how long it takes to get out there, but I'm sure within a week or something like that. So I'll probably send you a couple hats. Maybe some stickers or something too. We'll see. You'll get a little care package anyway for being my 10th follower and first subscriber. So you get a double whammy, brother. Absolute. I appreciate it, man. Good night, Cello 771. All right, y'all. That's this stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for the follows, for the subscribes, for the likes, the shares, and all that good stuff. Be the ruckus, bring the ruckus, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.